game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to the home of the Baylor Bears, McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos in Waco, Texas. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Statevs, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Sun Devils will put toe together to crank us up. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. There he goes. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Bears can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Off the RPO, complete.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
The Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Finds his man in the middle. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, they execute the in route. And how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
And the Bears have their offense in high gear.
Up base, 27 jump.
A run for the quarterback. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
The Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving.
Cooler 18. Cooler 18. Here we go. Set.
They'll try to run for it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
Gives it on the option. Oh, he's got a chance. Picks up the 1st down. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Wants to throw. It's Nelson. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. There he goes. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, Bears! Once he got some room, it was over.
This guy is so dangerous because of his speed. He can take the top off the defense, and he did it right there on the post. Great arm talent, getting the throw out in front of him. It didn't matter how many DBs they had deep on that one. I don't think they could have stopped.
On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Pulls and fires complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Let's think a second about Arizona State. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency for the second half of the season, David. I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out, not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
I understand the quarterback wants to get this dominant wide receiver the ball as often as possible, but I wouldn't try to get into him in double coverage. I think you have to let the defense's coverage dictate who gets the ball. There was somebody else open on that play.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw, it's Nelson. Finds his tight end. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And after that short completion, what will they do now? Just a few inches to go.
Yeah, and you wanted to get the ball out quick, and you wanted your receiver to make the play for you and get the first down. You don't now. Decision time, 4th and short.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And I like this. I like aggressiveness, especially early in ball games. Set the tone. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to play 4-down football. Nowadays, it makes a lot of sense. You see it with analytics. Go for it, even if it's in your own territory.
Off-play action on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Lets it fly. Oh, makes a diving snag along the right sideline.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
The Sun Devils are marching down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Looking downfield. Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown, Arizona State. The defense just lost track of it. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Motion from the back. He might want another play. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. All wideouts, no backs. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
After the misfire, now on second down. Toss sweep right. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Baylor.
So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. He's looking downfield to throw. Pressure coming. He fires a bullet to the right.
Third. situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
They'll go to the ground. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. And the Sun Devils are in the hurry-up.
221 wing, 221 wing.
Gives it on the option. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Nelson. Grabs it in the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
I'm not a huge analytics guy, but on 4th and 1, if you're going to get pushed like that from your O-line, I say go for it every time.
The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and goal. He'll wedge it in there on the quarterback sneak. And he tries to wedge his way into the end zone, but the defense stands tall. No, they didn't. They got low and stopped him from making it in. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. On the move. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Odom. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
From inside the 15, here's the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
And the Bears headed quickly to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? Looking downfield on 1st down. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Looking for more room. He's at the 40, the 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Arizona State! How about this defense taking one back to the house? They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Memphis needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Bluff City behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 11 to Rice. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quick completion on the out route. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Offense set on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And we talk to teams week after week, and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Finds his big tight end. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Quarterback will keep it. He powers his way ahead, gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The offense hasn't been able to get it done on 4th down. 0 for 2 so far. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. The Bears will hustle to the line. Quarterback making adjustments. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And back to the air on 2nd down. He makes the catch. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play and they pick up a first down.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Right on the money. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime.
Let's go. Ready up.
Snaps it in the shotgun. Touchdown, Baylor! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I'm not going to say that was a must-score, but that was a must-score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully, now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hudson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Dropping back, it's Nelson. He lobs one high down the left side. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that. They're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit. They were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Bears will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to throw, it's Nelson. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He's got it on the outside. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Sun Devils want to pick up the tempo. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Gets it past the marker. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He'll take the deep shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Had to get rid of it quickly. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Back to pass, it's Nelson. Oh, he wants it all. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. And the Sun Devils will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Sun Devils! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? He'll try to tack on one more. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
On the move from inside his own 20. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw on first down. On target over the middle. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. The Bears want to move quickly.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. They are really clicking along, first and goal on just the fourth play of the drive. Power ahead. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1.
And stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because
touchdown Bears! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense, seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's not going to make it to the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 17. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be. And a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Looking down the middle. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
To the air. It's Nelson. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking downfield, it's Nelson. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
The Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on 3rd down. A little floater there that falls incomplete.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
And the Sun Devils will try to convert on 4th down. This quarterback part of their running game. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to scramble. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. To the air, it's Nelson. He's got it on the run. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Using his feet. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona State!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Quarterback making checks. To the air on 1st down. Quickly complete. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Now just about ready to snap it to start the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Porter. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. This time it's complete. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
And the Bears want to crank the tempo.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
The Bears will line it up on 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He'll throw it. Makes the catch. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. And the Bears have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Gets the back moving. He wants to throw it again. Touchdown, Baylor! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Lining up for the PAT. Right down the boulevard. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you updated on a fascinating battle going down in the Pac-12. Washington State is getting dominated today, and friends, the folks in Pullman deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker. They're trailing by 14 to Oregon State. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
He'll pull it on the read. And some room to work. Oh, he's got some space. And they're able to get him on the ground. And that was just an exceptional read and run by that quarterback.
And it looks easy, but man, the practice hours that goes into this, putting the ball in the running back's belly, and him understanding, like, listen, I'm going to snatch this thing back from you, but you need to act like you're taking it every play. A lot of timing goes into that kind of...
It's a running room. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Sun Devils. Great job by the back on the option. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Shows him the stiff arm. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Bears come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. The screen, he can go. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. And the Bears racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
Caught over the middle. It's Porter. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Complete downfield. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Quarterback extends the play. Firing to the right, complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Got it in the middle, it's Porter. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. He'll do it himself. And he'll work his way out across the 10 to about the 12. A lot of urgency for this offense. He'll keep it himself. Got the first down and more. At the 35, he's got room. Flying out to the left. The 20. Past the 10. Touchdown, Arizona State. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads it downfield. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. The Bears come to the line in the hurry-up. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it on the move. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
This is just unreal. I mean, just continues to stack up numbers now. Almost to 500 yards on the day. Most people can't do that on air. He has been hitting his wide receivers left and right, putting up huge yards.
And the Bears trying to cash it in on first and goal.
Let's go.
On the ground. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
From the gun. He's got it in the end zone for the two as they trim more off of that lead.
And that's tough to defend, right? You're on 5 wide, spreading us out across the field. These windows become a little bit bigger when you do that, and they were able to convert, and as a result, they walk away with 8 points on the drive.
Anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground, and most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Quarterback on the keeper, and maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll run play action. Throws for the tight end. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. After this, it'll be a wrap. On fourth down, looking to pass. Hit as he throws. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
This is so a Jesse Palmer. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, and this ball game comes to a close.